that used to work with us on the show come on the show. And you know what we do, man? We just chop it up about the memories start coming back, different things that we did, and we sit and just laugh. And that's what the fans like to hear, man. But tell us how that journey started, how you got into professional wrestling as we know you. Give us that.
It's kind of crazy. I remember back when I was married, to Steve McMichael, and he played for the Bears and all that. And I always studied acting, method acting, and I trained at Lee Strasberg, and I wanted to be a soap opera star.
Okay.
So, in a way, I got my wish.
That's true. That's true.
But he retired and he got on with WCW. And then they brought me in, as Queen Debra.
No, well, hold on a second. I'm very curious about some things. Because those Stevie Ray have to go, and some things I want to know. I know the fans might not want to, but this is my show. Certain things I want to know. That's something you never talk with me about, and I never talked with Steve about it either. How did you guys meet?
Oh, we met. I used to be a flight attendant with American Airlines.
Okay.
Based in Chicago. And it was one day I was at the airport, and it was back in the day when I was actually the person pulling the ticket as you got on the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was putting his mom and sister on a flight, and he had me wave at him. And then when I got on the plane, his mother, she wanted me to meet him and got my phone number.
Wait a minute. So his mother set y'all up?
Yeah.
Man, if my mother, God rest her soul, she ever set me up with anybody, I know that's the person I don't want to be with. But that, everything's different. So then you guys hooked up, and I guess you guys were made for each other. That's what it was. You guys was compatible and just.
Well, we dated for about 3 months, and then we got engaged. And then about 6 months later, we flew to Las Vegas and got married.
Wait a minute. Let's back up a second. So you dated for 3 months, 90 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a flight attendant. I came home from a trip, and I was at his house. He lived at the time in Lake Bluff, Illinois. And I walked in the door, and he was real romantic. He got down on his knee, and he had bought me a ring, and he proposed to me. It was real sweet.
So you dated for 3 months, and then you were engaged for how long?
3 months. Because I didn't bought me a ring. So when I returned from the trip, he had the ring and proposed to me. And then 3 months later, we just flew to Las Vegas and got married.
I never knew that story. Hey, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, on this story. Because that's something I've always wanted. Because I thought you guys met it when he was still in college. I thought you guys met then.
No, I actually had been living in Alabama. I was born and raised, and it was the weirdest thing. Just a few months before that, I was just living in my little hometown and actually going to University of Alabama at that time.
Okay.
And it's just hard to believe how 1 year later, how I was married, and then the Super Bowl and all that parade going in downtown Chicago after the Super Bowl. And I wish I had a phone camera back in those days.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, Debra. I wish if I could have documented some of the places I've been, some of the things I've seen, so some of the things I've been a part of, they're memories in my head, and I'm like you. I wish I had a cell phone.
Right.
I was telling Vince Russo this story last week about me and my brother. We met Frankie Valli of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Okay. And do you know I have no pictures of it? None. Because Sherry and my brother and I all attended his concert. He took us in the back. We you know, partied up, this, that, and the other. And Sherry had a camera and was taking pictures of everything. Because, you know, back in the days, usually if we were doing something and the office knew about it, they would send a photographer with you to document pictures and stuff. Because, you know, like when I used to send me to the NASCAR events and stuff like that, it was always a photographer around with me, everything that I did, almost like what they would send a video camera out to do nowadays. And Sherry took pictures of everything and then lost the camera.
Oh, no.